Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Derek and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'll be breaking down on the latest upcoming new launch that is in the Jurong Lake District. The name's called Jayden. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you more about why you should not buy into this project based on my own personal analysis. So you might not agree with what I have to share, but it is what it is. Alright, let's get down into business. My first reason as to why you should not buy into Jayden is, firstly, it is extremely interconnected. And what do I mean? You have 4 MRT lines upcoming that is spanning across Jurong East, and on top of that, you have an active bus interchange in your vicinity. Imagine how crowded it would be staying in Jayden itself. If you want to put things into perspective, you can imagine that you are the second Ion in the Jurong area. And on top of that, during the weekends, there's so many different shopping malls available within the vicinity. Would you want to be crowding around so many different people around your home? And the second reason, the name itself. I don't fancy the name. I don't know why, but I believe that you can come up with a better condominium name instead of just calling it Jayden. I have so many friends whose name is Jayden, and I don't know. What do you think would be a better name for this development? Alright, jokes aside, on a serious note, doing a proper analysis for this project itself, it features one single tower, 4 common residential lifts and 2 private lifts with over 10 units spanning across every single floor, and it is up to 40 stories in height with some facilities in between some of the levels. So what could this potentially mean for you as a homeowner staying in Jayden in the upcoming years ahead? It could potentially mean long waiting time for the lifts, and imagine if one of the lifts were to break down, you're looking at 75% efficiency. So just imagine the morning rush hour as well as the evening timing. A bulk of the time potentially might be waiting for the lifts, and it being a single story project, you don't have a choice, right? You can't really choose. And for my next reason of why you should not be looking into Jayden is, alright, this point might be subjective to some might favor it, some might not. But for myself, I believe that this is a factor to consider. Because this project is not PPVC, meaning to say they are building it up from scratch and everything in the unit, almost everything, can be hacked down upon, including the walls, etc. So what this could mean is that your neighbors could be doing heavy renovations at their unit, and this can potentially affect you as a homeowner staying in your own home. Imagine hearing all the construction noise over and over again. So based on the reasons that I've already shared, if you haven't realized already, if you're someone who enjoys peace and quiet and serenity, Jayden is not the project for you. If you're looking for a very hustle and bustle, very fast-paced kind of lifestyle, then Jayden could be a project that you can consider. And next reason is, I really don't understand bicycle lots. You have 112 bicycle lots. Why do you even need 112 bicycle lots? I really don't understand. I mean, if it's me, if I were to spend over $1,000 on my bicycle, I would keep it at home. I wouldn't leave it downstairs at the bicycle lot. Not that I'm afraid of theft, but I would want to take care of my bicycle so that I'll leave it at home instead of living outside. If you get what I mean, I don't know. If you are a cyclist, what do you do? Do you leave it out in the bicycle lot in your project or like downstairs, or do you just like keep it at home? Maybe you can leave down in the comments below what would an avid cyclist do. But personally, I don't think that you really need that many bicycle lots, and I feel that instead of building that many bicycle lots, what could be done better is to allocate those space into other forms of facilities. Maybe another function room or a games room, in fact. And I think that would serve the residents even more. I don't know, maybe you can let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. For the next part, I'll be doing some floor plan analysis of the Jayden project, and I'll be listing out some of the good and bad and what might not be that suitable, what would be ideal, etc. So if you're looking to really invest into Jayden, then you should continue watching on. So the first floor plan analysis that I'll be going through would be the 2+ study layout, 818 square feet in size. And as for what I do not like about this floor plan, you can see it up on the screen right here. You won't be seeing my face for now. So first of all, it will be the AC ledge. The AC ledge is being situated right at the common room. I mean, you don't really have a choice because 2 bedders, you are stacked in between other units. You don't have the luxury of being a corner unit, standalone unit out. So definitely you are unable to host your AC ledge at the kitchen area or closer to your entrance. And why I do not like having the AC ledge out of my common bedroom would be because I would not have the full panel windows where I can enjoy the view and scenery. And come on, to be very frank, if you're looking into Jayden itself, the view that you can get in a 40-story tower, imagine how vast and how expensive it can actually be. Why would you want to let an AC ledge block your view? I don't know, this is a personal preference, but for me, I wouldn't prefer that. If I'm paying this amount of money, I better get the best out of it. Alright, so my next complaint for this layout is that the study area is in between the master bedroom as well as the master bath. Which means if I want to access my toilet, I need to go through my study area. And so the first thing that came across my mind when I saw this layout is that I believe some people would convert the study into their master bedroom instead, and then their master bedroom will be converted into their study area so that they have some form of accessibility and convenience when accessing the bathroom. And or then again, you can also kind of convert this into a 2+1 or even like a 3-bedder on its own already, because the study can be a standalone room and your master bedroom can become a common room, and with your other common room that is blocked by the AC ledge will be just on its own there. And since it is non-PPVC as mentioned earlier in the video, that means you can pump some money into doing some light renovation and hacking down of some walls to convert your study into a larger area and then a smaller bedroom for your existing master bedroom. Alright, so I'm done with my complaints for this 2+ study layout. Now comes the part about what I like about this layout. So I absolutely love the dumbbell layout of this unit. It is a most efficient use of space because you don't waste space on having the long corridor stretch, where commonly it will be a corridor and then you'll be leading out to your bedrooms. And that practically kind of wastes your space because that corridor itself, you can't really do anything with it except for walking up and down. So with this layout, having one common bedroom on one side and then the other master on the other side, it helps to reduce the corridor space required, and that helps to maximize your square feet, which also means you are maximizing your dollar. And the second thing that I really like about this floor plan is that it is very fun to play around with. There are so many different permutations that you can do and go ahead with to sort of change how you want the look and feel of the entire unit to be. I don't know, you can even convert your balcony into your bedroom, I don't know, right? But basically, it is a very fun to play around with layout, and there's a lot of flexibility that you can have when you get into this 2+ study. So overall, I believe that this 2+ study definitely will be a sold out on the first day of launch. Up next will be the 3-bedroom type C1 layout, 1141 square feet in size. We'll be looking into the pros and cons of this floor plan. Alright, so what I do not like about this layout is, as mentioned earlier in the 2+ study layout, I do not like the corridor because to me it's considered as a inefficient use of space. If the last common bedroom up on top, you can see somewhere here, is converted down to the household shelter area, I believe this would be an even killer of a floor plan. But that's all to my complaints for this 3-bedder unit. Moving on to what I like about this unit, I absolutely love the floor plan except for the fact earlier. The kitchen is right beside the balcony. So what this means is that while you're cooking, you can easily air your kitchen via your balcony. It is not situated right near your doorstep. What this means is that you can really utilize your balcony as a dining space. Because of the proximity from your balcony to the kitchen, you can easily have your meals at the balcony itself. And I really like that because most of the balconies in a lot of condominiums today are not fully utilized. Some of the people would just use it as a viewing deck to view the scenery. But I think that in this layout, having the kitchen right outside the balcony, it serves a wonderful purpose for you to consume your meals, have your family time out at your balcony, fully and maximizing the utility of a balcony. What this could mean for you is that the current dining space can be converted into maybe a study area, or up to you, it could be an extended living room in a way, there's so much flexibility with having this form of layout. What I think this could be useful would be for families who really like to host guests. Having a lot of people coming to your house, hanging around in your living room area, having this floor plan would really maximize and utilize the entire space available. Another thing that I like about the 3-beders in Jayden is that it's all stacked and packed into the corners, so you don't have to experience neighbors walking past your house, and you have some form of privacy in that sense. Alright, so to be very honest, my last point is that I really think that this layout is absolutely perfect for own stay. I don't have much complaints about how the bedroom sizing is like. I mean, of course, if it could be a dumbbell layout, having that common bedroom out on the other side behind the household shelter, that would be perfect. But I think that having the kitchen right beside the balcony is absolutely a killer. Next, moving on to the 4-bedroom layout, we are looking at the 4-bed premium layout. It features 1484 square feet. Wow, look at this layout, it's amazing. It's huge to even have a private lift. However, I do have quite a few complaints about this layout. So on a side note, this would be really recommended if you truly require a private lift. Else, I really would not recommend the 4-bedder stack. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying all this. Maybe the real estate agents outside there might be hating on me for saying these kind of things. But okay, haters gotta hate. I gotta give you the honest analysis for this floor plan, especially to my viewers and subscribers. So if you're not subscribed already and you want to be a subscriber, just click the subscribe button down below. So based on some comparisons that I made with the 3-bed layout earlier on, this is what I have to share. This unit is 1484 square feet in size, whereas the earlier 3-bedroom is 1141 square feet in size. So plus minus is roughly bigger by about 350 square feet. However, is it truly 350 square feet larger than the 3-bedder? Not really. Why? Firstly, the private lift area, the foyer itself. What are you gonna do at the foyer? Wear your shoe? Wait for the lift? That's about it. So if you really think about it, you're paying additional money just to have that foyer area in your home while waiting for the private lift. So second area of waste would be your main entrance foyer. So realistically, if you were to buy a private lift unit, I believe that most of the time you'll be using the private lift instead of going through your other entrance. And the only time that you'll be using it would be when you order Grab food, or maybe you want to look and talk to your neighbors. I don't know. But to be frank, I don't think you'll be really utilizing that foyer corridor space a lot. And also the third area of wastage, in my opinion, is the WC. The WC is stacked behind your kitchen, and I don't really know if you really utilize the WC. Most of the condo owners that I know actually convert their WC to merge with their existing common bathroom to serve as an additional washing area, or just to have a larger common bathroom instead. I believe that only time when you really need to have a WC is when you have a helper at home. Then okay, this point wouldn't be relevant for you. But for those who do not have a helper, having a WC would essentially mean you're just gonna not really use the space, and then you might use it as an additional storage area. The next point of wastage, in my opinion, is the long corridor into the bedrooms. But okay, because this is a 4-bed unit, you can't really help it, but you need to have the corridor. But having such a long corridor is really a waste of square foot sizing, because it is purely meant for walking. There's no storage, no other utility. My next factor is that the balcony space. The balcony is extremely huge. And because the kitchen is not beside the balcony, I believe your meals will be consumed in the dining area. As seen in the floor plan, you wouldn't be having your meals out in the balcony. So I don't think that the balcony will be fully utilized. My next factor is bedroom 3. It is inner facing, which means if you are staying in that bedroom, you'll be facing towards your neighbor's unit. And if you have maybe 3 kids or so, then how are you gonna allocate who goes to which room, who uses which room, right? And then there'll be another point of headache for parents, because the view there is not as good as the other side. So the last pointer that I have for this layout would be the master bedroom, the corner behind your walk-in wardrobe. That space itself is pretty decent. Maybe you can use it as a dressing corner, or even a study area or work from home area. But other than those things, I don't really know what else you can be using that kind of space for. If you have any ideas, do comment them down below, let me know. I do not know, because I wouldn't want to merge my resting area with my working area, because I wouldn't want to bring my work back home and then be stressed about it. I don't know if it will be the best use of space to have a study or work from home area in your own master room. I personally think that people would prefer to have it in a separate room so that they can have a better separation between their work and rest areas. So in total, if I were to best estimate the amount of space that can't really be fully utilized in this layout, I believe that you are looking at least maybe 150 or up to 200 square feet in size. That sort of space will be inefficiently used. I might be wrong about the size, so if you're following through the analysis and explanation, I believe you can also have a form of a self-gauge for this. So this is pretty much it for the floor plan analysis that I have for Jayden. In this video, I didn't really go through about the facilities or even the conveniences or the potential upsides that Jayden can actually provide for you, because this video is purely about why you should not look into Jayden if you fall into this specific demographic. So if you're interested to find out more about Jayden and you would like to view the show flat, it is opening on the 28th of October and the target booking date is on the 11th of November if you're interested to purchase one of the units here in Jayden. So there's only 368 units available up for grabs, and based on my own personal opinion and analysis, I believe that this would be minimally 90% sold on the first day of launch. I am pretty bullish about Jayden. I think that is one of the projects that will really be sold out very quickly, and the upsides will be coming in really soon. If you are considering Jayden, why you should buy, why you should not buy, is the pricing too high, is this high interest rate environment even suitable to enter? If you have any concerns, just drop down a comment, or I'll be leaving some of the ways to contact me down in the description below. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and then I can share with you more about what I think about Jayden. And if you are keen to view the show flat, I'm also available to bring you around the show flat to let you have a glimpse of what Jayden could be like and what are some of the potential that Jayden can bring for you. Everything that I will be sharing will be backed fully by data and analysis. So that in that way, I believe that this is what can help you to decide better in terms of what you're essentially getting yourself into, because the market is always uncertain and people will always have concerns about what about this, what about that, what recession comes and all that. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have take away something from this video, and to be frank, if you have anything to share about the floor plan that I said, if you have any pointers that you would like to highlight, I'll do comment them down below. I'll be happy to hear all of you out in terms of what you guys have to share. And I believe that the floor plan is really something that you can be very creative about. So do drop them down in the comments below and let's have an engaging session with this. And see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.